Hi, this is Joe with Engraver's Choice. I'm a laser consultant for the industry. I've been doing it since 1995. Been doing glass tape lasers since 2000 and fiber since 2005. I've worked for many different companies, whether as a consultant or direct master distributor. I have been the master distributor for Xenetech for 15 years, and then now I'm presently the master distributor for Boss Laser, as you can see on the screen. I'm talking today about the difference between Chinese lasers as far as their construction and US lasers, and print drivers versus graphical interfaces. First off, let me say there is some very good lasers being made out there with the solid tubes in them, like the Trotec, the Xenetech, the Universal. Trotec is actually an Austrian company. GCC is actually a Taiwanese company or Chinese company. Most Rabbits, Camm-Fives, full spectrums, Lagunas, any of those units like that, Hurricanes, Checkmates, these are all Chinese lasers where they bring them in. They don't do much but put their label on them. They do have some U.S. support and U.S. documentation, some better than the others. What sets these aside is where they're getting the cabinet. Is the cabinet truly Chinese? Are they getting it from, for example, with the Bordor lasers, the cabinet's coming out of Switzerland. With the Boss lasers, those cabinets are designed in Czechoslovakia. With the Boss, they pre-assemble everything overseas. They do all the post-assembly, all the QA, all the testing here. There's 45 guys plus at the installation in Orlando, and there's 5 of us here on the West Coast supporting the item. And everything is totally U.S. It's a U.S. company. So my thing is, when I look at a Xenetech, for example, I know that the motors are coming from Japan, just like Boss. I know that the belts and the rails may be coming from Canada, just like Boss. So if they're post-assembled over here, they are a totally U.S. company, especially if they're U.S.-based owned company. So Boss is just as much U.S. as Xenetech or Universal or Epilogue. But a lot of times when we look at this is how solid are they? Are they really wiring them correctly? Are they really using 24/7 motors? Are there micro steppers to 48 to 8,000 steps per inch motor, so they're very accurate. With the U.S. units, they will raster in the range between 30 inches a second to 70 as an average, where you do have the Xenetech that goes up to 150, truly 150. With the Chinese units, and with they'll go about 20 inches a second, where the Boss goes about 30, 35, right in that range. Now, print drivers. If I go over here to the print driver, what we mean by print drivers is with Trotec, with a Universal, well, not so much with a Trotec. Trotec really has a graphical interface, but with a Universal, with an Epilogue, with a Xenetech has a print driver, and you can choose different material settings and different standard settings and resolution, but you're really limited to any kind of post-delivery item that you can do to the unit. Or with a graphical interface, I can assign colors to the different layers and assign different patterns, whether it's scan or cut, whether it's cut etch, cut trace, cut through. I can do bitmaps. I can do manipulations of the unit afterwards. So if I go back out of here and I draw a box, for example, if you go into a graphical, through a print driver, and you in CorelDRAW or Adobe have assigned hairline to that, no matter what color it is, it's going to vector like this. Now, red is generally our international color for cutting through. So if I go back to black, I have assigned black as a raster color. Well, I can simply go in here, tell it to, and make a border, or I can convert it to object within CorelDRAW or Adobe, and I get the same thing. But basically, as you can see here, all we're talking about is a double line. It's that simple. Now, many of you don't care about this. This is not a big deal to you. The ones that do, that's the easy transition. I have transitioned Epilog, Universal, and Xenetech owners over to the Boss laser in multitudes, and they've all loved it because they've been able to get a higher wattage laser with a larger platform for half the price. With customer service, that's just as good or better, in my opinion. Remember, these are my opinions, not the opinions of the factories, my opinions. So obviously opinions vary, but I do sell the solid tube lasers. I do sell rebuilt Xenetechs and rebuilt Universals, etc. But when I sell new, I sell the Boss, because why sell you something half the size at half the wattage for twice the price? But really, that is your difference, and really you need to look at the bones of some of these units and really ask them how many people they have on staff. Some of them are garage operations, so you really want to watch it. And if you're buying a unit on eBay, I will install it, but I will charge you twice as much to do it, and I cannot stand behind it because those parts are going to give you about a year's worth to 2 years worth of use before they go bad. Thank you.